y'all. We ain't gonna waste your time. We gonna get right into it. I've been watching this whole Troy Ave situation. Like, I was watching this as, paying attention to it from the beginning. You know what I mean? Around the time Troy had that other joint out, like, with the Chuck Norris joint. Yo, I like Troy Ave music. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna sit here and cap for you. I like Troy Ave music. I don't call myself a fan of nobody. If it slipped out, it's a mistake. And I don't say I F with nobody either, cause like, nah. Troy put out some good music from the beginning. I mean, I understood how everybody ain't like him. He's real, like, I guess you call it cocky or whatever. Regular Brooklyn. Troy seemed like a mix between Brooklyn and Harlem, though. Like, his Brooklyn is kind of different. It's like Brooklyn and Harlem combined into one, person. And not for nothing, son. Son's making waves, and it's like, it's interesting to watch. But everybody call him a rat, this and that, and it just leaving out Tax. Just leaving out the fact Tax wrote a letter to the judge. Tax is the one saying Troy's defending himself. Tax the one saying Troy shot everybody. But y'all keep talking about Troy. And it's like you want him to be something. You want him to do what you would do in these scenarios. You want him, like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. I don't get the whole. But Mysonne, like all them other ones, they talking street to street. You can't really talk to them because they hold the way the street work. They work these rules for themselves. You know what I mean? It's like there's no code to it. The code is whatever it's switched to for that day, and whoever's interpreted it. It's like the Bible. Like whoever's interpreting it can take it this way and take it that way and take it this way. And Tax is where he belongs. Tax is where he belongs. That's number one. Rest in peace, the banger. You know what I mean? Not, yo, they killed your mans. Yo, you are, like, Mysonne is an activist. I'm listening to a music video. What was it? A music video interview. Yo, they killed your man. That's why they killed your man. And that's not how you talk about somebody who you know is brother. That's not how you talk about it. Like, we know that. Outside of these lines, outside of YouTube and all that, we know that. That's disrespectful the way you talk, like, especially if you know his older brother and you friends with his older brother or y'all cool or whatever. Yo, you got your man's killed. It's not the fact that Troy is not the reason. You know what I'm saying? He's not the reason. There's a bunch of reasons. And come on. Tax is a big, major part of it. 700 tweets versus 70 replies. You not talk about that. It's all I'm on the facts. All right. 700 tweets and 70 replies is ridiculous. The man bringing the join the club, ridiculous. Cause like, it ain't ridiculous. I'm honestly, if you just protecting yourself, but if you brandish it, you become ridiculous. It's like, yo, so you could talk all this and you can't even fight. You can't even, like, you know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. You can't fight, bro? I'm not saying you can't fight, but you ain't willing to fight? You talking all this crazy? But he said it prior to that. He's not willing to fight. So when Bank is, I'm not mentioning son. I'm not mentioning his role of playing none of this. Nah. It's like, and then you get like you get caught up in doing the wrong thing. I feel like that's the wrong thing. The brother lost his life. The brother lost his life. That's all that. That's what. Nothing else should matter to us. Have a justice got served. Whoever's serving it. We supposed to. Now, mind you, like Troy celebrating, but who are you to defend Tax Stone? I don't like the fact that Troy celebrating. You know, to me, it's like, you know, I wouldn't celebrate. I'm not celebrating because Tax is in jail, but Tax is where he belongs. Tax had a heavy hand to play in the whole scenario, everything leading up to Irving Plaza. Tax had a heavy hand to play in it. One of the biggest hands to me. Yeah, Troy Ave could have walked away. Y'all asking a younger party to walk away. Y'all asking a younger party, y'all being ridiculous. Cause nobody's mentioning that Tax is where he belongs. He's where he belongs. Because I'm not talking from the street guy's perspective. I'm talking to a person like Mysonne, who's supposed to be an activist. What are you activating, making a song about Troy? All these deaths that done happened, all this injustice that done happened to us as a people. And you got, we ain't heard them, no bars. I mean, we might have, you know, slight bars or whatever. I don't know, you know, because Mice can spit. Mice is lyrical. His political activity, I don't, you know, but you know, I don't agree with his political activity. Like, you know what I mean, from the standpoint of the lack thereof. Like, how many people done died since the Irving Plaza thing? How many injustices? How many wrongful deaths, shootings at the hands of us and others? Nowhere to be found unless TV is there, unless it's a publicity involved with it, unless the media is heavy with it. Nobody's there. Nobody's there. That's neither here nor there either. The fact that you keep talking about Troy Ave is ridiculous. The way you talked about Troy Ave is ridiculous because he's attached to somebody who lost their life. So regardless, if he talked to the parents and gave his condolences or whatever, irregardless of what Troy has done, that's none of your business, bro. That's none of your business, bro. You sitting here telling me you don't want him to testify? You don't want him to lock up a killer who took a young brother, cut his years, cut all his potential, cut it. He was just a gang member when he died. He could have been somebody bigger when he got older or whatever. He cut all his potential just from nonsense. And you sit here mad because Troy Ave testified. That's the part that stands out. That's what makes. What has he done to you guys, bro? I might not like his character. Not saying I don't, not saying I do. But what that got to do with this, bro? Now I expect that from like goofballs, like fucking, you know what I mean, fake street motherfuckers, or even if they are, like, cause somebody was like, yeah, nah, I'm real, like a China Mac. Yeah, I spent 20 years in jail. I don't give a fuck how many years you spent in jail. Like what that make you? That make you? Spent 20 years. Hey, you know, where you get respect for that? Where that happen at? Why? How does this dude even end? Like, let's talk about that. China Mac, bro. He inserts himself in everybody's ish except for his own, and we let it happen, and then we off him. Yeah, we'll talk about that. Fucking. You know what I'm saying? I wish I had a million subs, cause then you could accept my fight challenge. I'll knock some head off. Won't get it. You know what I mean? We get off that topic, man. Mysonne. Very, 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 very disappointing. Ain't no activist work out here for son. He making songs about Troy Ave. Troy Ave. Who's over there making music and jokes. And that's the activist.